Okay, it's running.
Today I have Emilia, Catherine, and my daughter Sarah that will help me with this demonstration.
Mom, I need help because a button fell off my jacket.
Yes, many of us have the same problem. We have garments that have missing buttons hanging from the closet. But sewing a button is easier than it looks. All you need is a sewing kit that you can find in any store. It has different color thread, needles, a thimble, and a needle threader in it. You will need scissors and of course a matching button. Before we get started, you need to match the button with the buttons that the garment has. Color, shape, and size are some of the things you have to take in consideration. Then you have to match the thread with the fabric or the button. You take the first, once you have all that, then you're ready to start. You take the thread and you cut enough thread that will be enough to do the job. You take the thread and you push it through the needle, the eye of your needle. Take both ends together and tie a knot at the end of the threads. You will have to make several knots to make a secure knot for your threads. I use a double for strength. Then you align the button with the buttons that are on the fabric. You can use the holes that the button left behind, the one that is missing. And also you align the bottom with the buttonhole of the fabric. Beginning on the back, you take your needle and push it through the fabric and the first hole of the bottom. And pull the thread through it. Then, if you are sewing a 4-hole button, you need to use a crisscross fashion so it will be better secure to your fabric. And to do that, you go diagonally down to the other hole of the button, push the needle and thread through it and tie and pull tight the threads. Then you go directly on top of that last hole that you did and push the needle through the fabric and that hole. And then go diagonally down to the opposite hole and pull the needle through. You do this in several times. I usually do it 5 to 6 times, but you can do it several times that you need to make it strongly secure in the fabric. And even make sure that the thread is tightly pulled every time you do this. And let's do it one more time for the demonstration. Then we turn the fabric over, we take the needle and we pass it through the fabric on the back, but without going through the holes in the bottom. And then we do what we call a back stitch. We go back and we make a loop with the thread. Then we take the needle and go through the loop twice to make a double knot and firmly secure the thread to the fabric. And we pull tight. and we make a knot, we pull tight, and we take our scissors and we cut the edges. And you have finished sewing a button. Do I have any questions?
What if you can't find the matching button?
You can find a matching button. Manufacturers, they sew extra buttons along the seam of inside of the garment. Or there are others that put extra buttons in a plastic pouch, and I suggest that you keep that extra buttons in a box or in a secure area, so you will have it handy to replace a lost button. Another place that you can find a matching button, it will be from an area that you don't use the buttons, like the collar or the buttons on the pocket. If the garment has sleeves and it has extra buttons on the sleeves, you can remove one of those buttons and put it where you need it the most. And if that doesn't work, you can go to the store and try to match the button with the buttons at the store. Does that answer your question?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question? Yes?
What if the fabric's too thick for the needle?
When that happens, your sewing kit has a symbol in it that you put the symbol on your middle finger, and then use it to push the needle from the back up of the fabric and through the hole of the button. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Well, thank you very much for your listening attention.